Bata, Raja Kala Yogatama, that's the ratio. The Toma in his Hanji, told they get Rosie, Nana, Kogatrami, some Gangi Jaldi, Saja Sam, take a woman, the Yankoma, Jusum Jasanji, something in Choba, the Kemoma Compton, some Jitamila, or Anthony, that's the ratio.
To all the Sangha who are here in person and who are joining through live streaming, I offer you the melody of loving kindness and compassion from Buddha Bangavin's begging bowl. Buddha cultivated this loving kindness and compassion for 3 countless eons through his great hardship. I offer this loving kindness and compassion to the 3 times of Buddhas in the higher Pure Land, and also I dedicate it to all thinking beings of 3 realms.
Someone is in Nani, Tipa, James, so young, dinner, Domber, Payung, the song, Domber, Tamjay, so tired doing a Domatamjay, Payung the song Tamjay, so many, they inject when you dead dinner, ya, they did some making Kinsayoba, she so much silly dinner, particularly the hair to be your money. 좋다 참에 캐리고 요미 이렇게 가시 저기 제나 수적 캐리고 말이 중리들이 레봉 계시가 안고 소시오는데 우리네 사지 제일 차시 농섬 나나 공개들이 운이 사람들이 취지 좀 나체 말은 거기 쏟아지네들이 사지기 말은 거기 다고 잡는 너무 거기 공 로지 속성지기나들이 제일 강한 그 책임을 지게 또에 따고 좀 맞아 그 생각 그 말에 일단 나한테 아마 가든지 아마도 그러랑가리들이 나라살래 되게 공자마 다들이 거기다가 특징소 좀 돌로 제제가 나 다들 기타도 다네 같이 다 유만하더니 특히 손동들이 견벌이 참을 필리다데 같이 버리서 비용을 개방하는 남 대행하듯이 꼭 빠져서 나 지정하듯이 따라가 공부하더니 망토 탐지라 다대들 모두 제대 들다다 된 잡는 게 백톤 양본도 들때 화장자 제벌이 다다 돈바시 받네 사태는 작게 오래 옛날에 리 조던 뭐 조토던 뭐 조토도 되게 배 개발하면서 해방만 뭐 요래 그 탐색들이 다는 도보면 설득다 거기 다 송노래 들이 이게 야자데 되게 라만 거쳐 버리마게 들이 광 다들이 광을 내도 봐대 로 딱발 사가 다와 샤비지 들이 딱발 전체에 막 광나니게 놈네 레빈케리 이제 광게데 대비아들이 되는 광이 다 주다는 이제 프리오레 되는 되는 공지 그런 바탕에 거기 제시하다 그때 로지사 같이 하는데 시야다 숨어지 하자 같이 모는 봐 돈은 그 제일 간 토로마 대다 좀 하더니 싸워줄 거갑 torso
So today I'm going to share some the history of about this fasting or Nyung Ne's history. So actually, this part of book. That is not only the important one, but then there is the Mahayana, post-vow, or this Mahayana Sobjong vows. Then it is benefit and so forth. So actually there are the 7 these self-liberation vows and so forth. These kind of vows are actually exist in this book. But the most important thing is who talked about in these vows. That is very important. Actually, just one kind of spiritual master talking about these Mahayana Sobjong vows, but it's not easily everybody can agree with those that master. So this master must be very kind of special, qualified that everybody can agree. All the tenets should be agreed, or all the lineages should be agreed. He's mentioning about the Mahayana vows. So that who mentioned is this Drupon Tsering mentioned about this Mahayana Sobjong vows. So he was during the culture revelation. There are very much political winds or storms. In that moment, he built a lamp or candle light into the center of Tibet, in the Lhasa. So actually, then if I talk about him briefly, so his whole life he never untied his belt. So he always sit and then he, in fact, he dedicated his life for the sake of Buddha Dharma. So the kindness of my mother, I went to see her. On the way, then I met this Gyaltsab Rinpoche in the Lhasa. At that time, then he gave me these the instruction, pet instructions, and oral transmissions, and all of these lineage systems of the Mahayana Sobjong. And then he told me that in this degenerated time, this Mahayana Sobjong vow is extremely important and it greatly benefits. So that's why then after I went back in my monastery, and there are people of my monastery, and then I gave them these Sobjong vows, and I lead these practices there, and I introduced. So that's where now I wish, if this Sobjong vow, it provides around the world. That is very important. Otherwise, there are different types of vows, and some vows are quite difficult to receive, and some the different scholars says in different things, and some vows you will be able to receive, some vows may not receive to you, and something like that. But everything is made clear through these Mahayana Sobjong vows. So that's where this the vow is very important. For that reasons, then right now the Lama Kunjo Punyama, he every year in the Saga Dawa, he being the vegetarian, and then he practiced this Nyung Ne, and also he was a sponsor of this Nyung Ne text. So for that reasons, everybody then continually practice these Mahayana Sobjong vows. So that is very important. The most important thing is who talked about this Mahayana Sobjong vow. That is the very important. That is taught by the Gekhi Ngawang Paso.
就是透过中国就是说容易不吹的，就是透过中国人工作的，讲你说的呢，给往他一样的，说他的话我们那么用谁种，这脾气不说用和他多送来，就说起吧这里，我说。Deva tang deva jasam deva就这个写个的，Deva tang deva jasam这里，这所有的，这里这差得多过，300的年纪个是这么的，也所有的，东安个这是的话嘛的话是吧，讲的的，东安个这他那个车如果车嘛就说呢，东安就这上就来有的，这上就就是嘛有的。那东南就是嘛用，这个就是让他所有的，这里给我怎么个的，这系统了，所用就才这还叫你把钱我，我就是所用过的，这就人了，这所去，甚至3星期公过3星期，他过多的时间差多了是吧？半个3星期落的用出来，所用才的就了的，所的别品把钱我有的。
So there's a very important words that everybody should keep in your mind. So that it means Sobjong or this the Mahayana Posda vow or the Mahayana Sobjong vow. So what is the meaning of So and Jong? So means actually they restored all the virtues. And then Jong means confess or purifies all the non-virtues. So that is the Tathagata's Sobjong vow. So in generally we say, may all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. And then that means the restoring all the soul means we should cultivate loving kindness and compassion, and then all the types of compassions and bodhicittas and so forth. And then Jong means actually non-virtue or suffering. For instance, if you are patched by a single thorn on your body, you feel experience and you try to free from there. So that's where Jong means or confess means all of these suffering and the cause of sufferings will purify. So for that reason, Sobjong is even this word it has a great energy or great power. And then if you understand this meaning of this word, and then even for a moment, you can give rise loving kindness and compassion for other beings, and then you can feel angry and hatred are the non-virtues, so I'm going to give up them, and then I'm going to benefit for other beings. You can arise like this motivation. So if you understand the meaning of the Sobjong, then it has a great benefit for you.
Before we begin today's practice, I just wanted to go over a few of the practical aspects of what will happen with the Nyung Ne practice. And so it involves prostrations. As you can see, we have cleared this area of the temple for prostrations, and there's a basket here with the white towels that people can use under their hands that helps them slide better on the wood floor. So there are too many people to do prostrations for every session. We'll be alternating from Tibetan language to English language. And so we're going to divide the room into 2 different groups. And so on this side, minus the last row, will be one group, and then the last row will join this side for the other group. That makes it a little bit more even. And then when it comes time to prostrate, you're welcome to take the white towels and spread out in this area in the aisle. And if people want to do half prostrations wherever they're sitting on an empty carpet space, you're welcome to do it there as well. And then when you finish the prostrations, please put the towels back in the basket because we don't have enough for everybody to individually have their own set. And just a reminder, today you can speak. Tomorrow is the holiest day of the year. It's a full moon, Saga Dawa Duchen. It's an amazing time to be doing this practice. So powerful. And so that will be a day of silence. And those who are doing the full Nyung Ne, strict traditional way of the practice, will not be eating or drinking tomorrow. So we recommend that you eat plenty today at lunch and hydrate all day long today. Fortunately, it's not hot weather, so that helps. And then if you have any other questions, you can ask in the office. So have a wonderful retreat.
Another small practical thing, we have those very new sadhanas. They actually include all of the text, so we won't be using the yellow prayer book or the blue prayer book. We will only be using this sadhana. And some parts, we have here Tibetan, Chinese, and English. Some parts, the three languages are separated by a few pages, so I will say the page number in English, but if you need Chinese, then just go to the language before, or Tibetan is the first language. So now we'll begin with the Vajra Vidharana Dharani on page 5, only in Tibetan.
So one thing I forget to share with you is all of these important texts are included in this book. So you can focus on this contentment of this book. So all of the important texts are included in this book. So I forgot to share with this.
Dharana Puketo Durje Nambaranjo Mashi Save Song Sanje Dan Sanjo Sumba Tam Sandalo Deke Matu Jena Jum Durje La Joda Sanje Jenta Durje Tamje Durje Sinje Lamne Durje Tengan Zela Nyombar Jos Ayozo Tena Lana Durje Sanje Jenta Dan Sanje Sinje Sanjo Sumba Tam Jeje Sinje Lam Chungbola Songa Durjin Himbo Rabda Nete Majuba Majip Demba Demba Tamje To Topa Meba Tamje Da Mabamba Simjin Tamje Tobar Simjin Tamjin Jubar Sibar Nga Tamje Jubar Nga Tamje Nubar Sibar Le Tamjin Jumbar Sibar Jinje Le Tamjin Jumbar Dun Tamje Labar Sibar Dun Tamje La Tabar Sibar Jumbo Tamje Reparsipa Mama Raja Sanj Sita Madrupana Truparsipa Trupana Chimaza Maza Mazavan Dupa Tamje Rabda Jiba Simjin Tamje Suma Shivaji Simjin Tamje Reparsipa Mumbarsipa Sangaja Tojimbo Sanje Jenta Lana Durji Rabda Neso Namorena Daya Ya Namin Zindam Manaya Maya Diyada Om Jodra Jodra Jodaya Jodaya Podaya Buddha Buddha Buddhaya Buddhaya Guna 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 Baya Guna Sawa Satuna Buddhaya Buddhaya Sambodhaya Sambod Dhamma Dhamma Sandhamaya Sandhamaya Sawa Buddhana Kuta Kuta Sankata Kutaya Sawa Shatung Katang Kata Sankataya Sankat Sawa Bia Beda Beda Sabotan Beda Beda Kata Beda Beda Mata Beda Beda Mata Beda Beda Dasanam Sambandaya Sova Heparan Naparan Natsulam Betagananda Nakalaya Soa Kata Kata Mata Mata Rata Rata Modinata Motanaya Sarana Sara Hara Hara Sara Sara Bezambada Nama Binda Binda Nanodaya Sova Sinda Sinda Binda Mahakala Kalaya Sova Binda Binda Toda Beza Kala Kalaya Acharana Zahara Beza Kala Kalaya Sova Tasaya Tasaya Bet Kalaya Sova Hara Hara Beza Daraya So Tahara Tahara Beza Janaya So Mati Thara Beza Shuddhi Thara Beza Tate Thara Beza Maha Ateta Hatan Beza, Amunga Beza, Ehaya Hem Beza, Shigram Beza, Dara, Sova, Dara, Dara, Dire, Dire, Duru, Duru, Sova Beza, Kala, Mavarta, Mavartaya, Sova, Zinjimbo, Tridu, Maraya, Pe, Namasamin, Sava Beza, Kala, Mavartaya, Mala, Tatala, Atala, Mendra, Mala, Atem Beza, Balen Benza, Uncle Shandolaya, so Pingai and the Handa, Denzo, then Benza, Uncle Shandolaya, so Namoranada, Ya, Naminzana, Mahaya Jasana, Badaya, Deata, Hara Haram Ben, Matamata Benza, Duna Duna. Benza, Pota Pezam Benza, Dara Dara Ben. Daraya Daraya Benza, Daruna Daruna Benza, Sinda Sinda, Binda Binda Benza, Home Naminda Benza, Totaya Hula Hula, Tita Tita Binda, Nete Home Pen, Naminda Benza, Totaya Hula, Tita Tita Binda Binda Hana Hana, Nete Home Pen, Naminda Benza, Totaya Hula Hula, Tita. Binda Binda Hana Hana, Nete Home Pen, Naminda Benza, Totaya Hula Hula, Tita. Benda Benda Hana Nete Home Ben Namizeda Beda Rudaya Hula Hula Dida Benda Benda Hana Nete Home Ben Namizeda Beda Nanda Dida Benda Hana Nete Home Ben Namizeda Hula Hula Dida Dida Benda Benda Hana Nete Home Ben Namizeda Hula Hula Dida Dida Benda Benda Hana Nete Home Ben Namizeda Holo holo tita tita binda binda hana na mede home namin zinda beza kodaya holo holo tita tita binda amnede home pe da da semje tham je ze deva tham je sam zena donga tham je me jodo joga tawa de pargun jena lak parjya semje ambonya se panam senam tam pasam sami kaja Nam Jane Subatan, Sadok Jivo Davata, Chazala Sotsipa, Pinson Dumba Made Mayantan, Hodepena Nupa, Yangan Nupatan, Jupatunan Pumbata, Sada Jukasit, Meset Dunjeni Bata, Yangan Aleta. Malam Tikpan Tonayan, Tene Trap Tutamayan, Toden Damba. Kanda Yeke Semda Jaya, Tamakuti Rabjinte, Samusanje Jurva, Toden The Zikjija Sudana Tamjazam, Pezepanen, Tedatum Nambarta, Seta Sunam Perva, the Pakun and Nabartara, Novo Yonkartava, Darani Mamis, Shedandoji Medoja, Jasaravan, Urjapambataja, Samakuja, Tijagan, Yana Linda Jasabi, Dorian Dojenam Joden, Jerpita Durji.
Opening prayers on page 1.
Dhamma Sepe Dhamma Sepe tham che jembe pardo jebar seba tham che je dor sebe manam khadan nyambe semjen tham che dewa dante donga dan jar nyurdo lana me ba yanda ba dopa sa Rinpoche Thobar Sa.
All my mothers, sentient beings, countless as skies vast, specially hating foes, obstructors on my liberation and omniscience path. May you dwell in happiness and free of any suffering. Swiftly may you be accomplished in complete awakening, most perfect, precious, unsurpassed. All my mothers, sentient beings, countless as skies vast, specially hating foes, obstructors on my liberation and omniscience path. May you dwell in happiness and free of any suffering. Swiftly may you be accomplished in complete awakening, most perfect, precious, unsurpassed.
Oya de je do sama je je parda lunga ye samge wala ko ma she parda lunga ye samge wala ko te de ne zon ne ma san da jam je pa lunga ye samge wala ko.
Thus until Buddhahood's gained, I'll use body, speech, and mind for virtue. Till death I'll use body, speech, and mind for virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will use my body, speech, and mind for virtue.
Sanjo Nimban Chijepa Sanje Namla Jasum Chi Chudan Sanjo Sumbaye Solan Devjin Jasum Chi Chetan Hunje Deshe Chi Sancho Tone Jebatan Sancho Samba Labala Teta Rimjan Nebada Devjan Dola Pendanta Sancho Semne Jibje Duna Labala Ramba Yenda Labarje.
Until reaching the heart of awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha's and likewise go for refuge in the Dharma and Sangha of Bodhisattva's assembly. As past Buddhas gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I shall walk its stages too. For the sake of all I give rise to bodhicitta mind. Until reaching at the heart of awakening, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise go for refuge in the Dharma and Sangha of Bodhisattva's assembly. As past Buddhas gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I shall walk its stages too. For the sake of all I give rise to bodhicitta mind.
Sanje Chudan Sujen Chonam La Sancho Parta Dane Chapsum Che Dake Jensa Jembe Sonam Je Dola Pensa Sanje Drupasho. In the Buddha Dhamma Great Sangha, I take refuge until awakening. By good deeds and givings merit may I reach Buddhahood for all beings' sake. In the Buddha Dhamma Great Sangha, I take refuge until awakening. By good deeds and givings merit may I reach Buddhahood for all beings' sake. Mai nong kha tan nyam be sem chen tam che deva ta deva jo tan den bar chu che dong ha je jo tan ta va chu che dong ha me be deva tan mem jar va chu che ja dan ni dan da May all mothers, sentient ones, immeasurable as space, find happiness and its causes. May they part from all suffering and its causes. May they never part with joy devoid of sorrow. May they rest equanimous, free from clinging and aversion. May all mothers, sentient ones, immeasurable as space, find happiness and its causes. May they part from all suffering and its causes. May they never part with joy devoid of sorrow. May they rest equanimous, free from clinging and aversion. Now we'll read the 12 deeds of the Buddha on page 36. Today we'll do it in Tibetan only. Dhamga Thuja Shaja Rasan Rong Yenje Metta Thuja Punjamba Serja Lumba Dava Jibeka Shaja Jabo Chola Samsalo Ganga Tambo Sancho Thujena Sona Yeshe Thone Zomzeje Tenden Zeba Jachen Rovaye Gunjur Chula Daga Tubaje Lanan Dunzen Druve Tunchen Lale Bamna Lanchen Tersheshe Rila Zena Lamo Jumchurje Lusa Shuban Zela Samsalo Dawa Chodo Shakya Sebona Tashalamba Sarda Tambata Jabzen Chidon Simchona Sancho Resang the Samsalo Yuna Tobden Maya Singate Anga Manga Jana Juzarte Jewa Timba Jena Sarjena Denda Me Paranzela Samsalo Jiten Chudan Dumbar Savata Kana Mato Pansar Tumoye Kordan Denze Tablan Kepaye Jarse Chongwan Zela Samsalo Korve Sawa Nyembo Mezene Chemne Sondan Kala Shene Cha Chuden Namda Chongda Nyela Nye Sungwan Zela Samsalo Sunbe Sanjo Drpa Gunene Nara Zaya Jamda Lojoto Kawa Jinza Sundra Tarsenbe Santen Chonyan Zela Samsalo Toman Mene Beba Tuyose Manga Daya Sancho Shenjondo Jetro Mayo Gamba Sanjene Sancho Zoban Zela Samsalo Tujen Dola Nyurda Zenene Wara Nesa La Sonem Chona Chijen Korlo Turna Durzana Basumla Ninja Samsalo Yunye Guwang Ba Tarjese Matumba Chodan Larjenso Kurman Jege Yorda Dunaja Tupa Yole Jala Samsalo Sipa Sumna Peme Yondenje Nita Yapa Chumchur Chembote Namen Ruwa Kunje Ramchopa Temba Jepan Zela Samsalo Lilo Chena Nyurdu Kuzase Samcho Chonga Sabje Samara Chime Dorje Davu Kushene Nyangen Dawan Zela Samsalo Dani Dunje Pa Meseta Maung Senchen Suna Topzase Tenye Tuna Rense Madrone Kudon Chabje Zela Samsalo Kanse Kanye Tsowo Chutamze Sachen Dela Kumba Dembane Nganen Jiten Denan Chujeso Tesen Kepa Chula Samsalo Tambo Garden Lai Yerneso Jepe Kakda Yamje Lunsasho Lamba Meye Tarda Tabata Den Laye Lala Samsalo Yaye Kanda Mama Jevjenjo Shakje Junda Yuna Rorjenze Sirje Nesa Samso Kadaye Sison Tome Gola Samsalo Chonche Goje Chonwe Sardene Tuden Namda Chonda Vajase Naran Zayen Damda Katanze Jinya Chondan Charla Samsalo Yarpe Kapta Lanchen Hyumbata Ba Chinda Teva Danzeso Manga Dara Topangon Sanje Jimbe Yeshen Bala Samsalo Varanasa Chijen Koloko Zeta Sarda Chomchur Chembote Samcho Chunda Gomba Nyangende Tone Namkan Dala Samsalo Beta Tembe Dapo Chomdende Zepe Turlan Dosan Tubaye Geve Roa Kunje Chubaya Deshe Chujen Zetan Sombasho Tibjen Shekpa Chuku Chenrata Kordan Kuse Zetan Shenkansa Simcho Zambo Chendrava Tendra Kuna Dasun Javasho Chula Tujen Sorva Tapente daso kanda nebe sabso so ne do wompon sabso shewa ta chudan trashen bhavan zeto so tumban jeten kamso sombata tenpa nyevo yendo sarvata tinzen penlo shedra jeje tenpa yoren sho.
Now we'll start with the main sadhana on page 49. Back to 49. Lo Davalokiteshvara, Gelong Mapalmo, Yeshe Zangpo, Dawa Shonu, Penyawa, Jangsem Dagyal, Nipukpa, Puton Dojegyal, Zangton Drachik, Kenpo Tsidulwa, Dewa Chenpa, Skola Chuzangwa, Sherap Bumpa, Gyalse Rinpoche, Konchok Zangpo, Lamanga Wangwa, Jangjub Senge, Kenchen Nyakpupa, Sonam Dar, Jampal Zangpo, Sangyen Yenpa, Mikyo Doje, Konchok Yenlak, Wangchok Doje, Choki Wangchuk, Ngaki Wangchuk, Tulkut Dukyu, Tenpa Namgyal, Karma Chakme, Pema Kunga, Trinli Wangchuk, Sherap Drakpa, Tenzin Dondrup, Master Tenzin Trinli, Karmang Nyedon, Tenpa Rabgye, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings. Now we will line up outside to get purifications from the vase. So when we line outside, you will receive the blessing water 3 times. The first time you should wash your mouth and spit it. The second time you should anoint your palms, feet, and then crown. And sorry. First time you wash your mouth and spit it. Second time you swallow it. Third time you anoint your palms, feet, and then crown. Then you come back to the temple and offer 3 prostrations. And when you sit down, kneel on your right knee.
one hand. Thank you. So, and the front. Turn this. Oh, turn. Come. No, you swallow.
Oh, I swallow that one?
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Yes.
Compassion.
Yes.
Opportunity.
Yes. No. Yes. Thank you. Okay. And swallow. Yes. Okay. No, the back of, you put the back of your hand, okay? Split and swallow, and then your hand. Back of your hand. It's not messy,
We're going to be on page 51, and we're taking the vows, so there will be large segments in Tibetan and then in English. I will say the page number in English. If you need Tibetan or Chinese, go before.
Good.
51. May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land, free from stones and gravel, even like a level palm, and in nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who destroys the endless hosts of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers, as big as billions of worlds, with 8 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma, of the greater and lesser vehicles, and the teachings common to both, according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings. Now, the Tibetan follows, but the English will be on 56.
Namjong Shen Tibin Shikwe Sobyong Ka Sato Shie Sumba Tar Sobyong Domba Chetar Lanshin Sumwa Te Tar Dagi Jan Simjin Tamji Jit Tongdan Pimba Tar Chorwa La Sopa Gupa Te Tar Gasser Tu Ta Ta Den Zongde Chisu Sangye Mama Sharje Pat Pad Yena Jimba Domba Lanne Manyam Patsu Jinda Sumwa Je Onyam Deye Jidu Zu.
Page 56. Now listen with the motivation of bodhicitta, set upon supreme awakening, and think, having taken the healing and purifying sojong vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle, referred to as the 8-branch one-day Nyung vow, is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta, in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of Noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason, it becomes a yogic practice of the Action Tantra, Kriya Tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text, one by one, beginning with, just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, the perfectly complete Buddhas, and so forth. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy, the four Maras, they are Arhats, four destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance, and having come to understand all knowable phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters into battle with the enemy, it does so intrepidly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their tasks to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks, abandoning the obscurations of karma and afflictions. They have laid down all their burdens, having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views, which prevent escape from the samsaric state, and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed their bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free. And because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves, in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic results of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic results of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening accomplished by them is the path, and the definitely realized unsurpassed perfectly complete awakening accomplished by them is the result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Udayana, has said, "It fully restores, So, all virtue and purifies, Jong, all negativity without exception." Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this the practice of Sojong. Thus it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep the Sojong vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this intention I shall take up the 8 branch vows and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly.
Sobjona Yukpe Sanjetang, Sanchok Semba Tamchetang, Chomden de Nyami Shakye Jerpotang, Papa Chine Wanso Dala Gongso Sor, Chetan Kunje Tibin Shikpa, Drachan Bayang Daba Zokpo Sanje, Dachan Shitawa, Langbo Chenbo, Sawa Session, Sepa Sepa, Korbova, Dage Tonjiso Topa, Sipa Kundo Jova Yongso Sepa, Yang Tak Pikwa, Lekpan number Torwe Tok, Lekpan number Torwe Shirap Jin Tenamji, Simchin Tamcheje Tongje Sertang, Pimbar Save Sertang, Towar Save Sertang, Nemi Par Save Sertang, Mogemi Par Save Sertang, Sanchokje Soje, Chuna Yongso Zopar Save Sertang, Lana Me Bayang Takpa Zopa Sanchok, Topar Save Ser, Sobjang Mi Parlang Bab Te Jindo, Da Punima Shijiwe Jang, Tundane Zongde, Gypsy Sangyama Mashaje Pardo, Sobjang Mi Bayang Takpa Langwar Jevo.
Back to 58. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions. Blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who, like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all their burdens, reached their own goal and completely destroyed their bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I who am called, say your own name, I who am called Li, from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows. Back to 58. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions. Blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, Please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who, like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all their burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed their bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I who am called Li, from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows.
Deyang Drupchen la je bedon ba je sawa tsutrum je yin la je payu je yin la je yuk je yin la sumna yu ba le atambo na dambo ranju je ni ju dum ba nam dum be tsutrum je yin la je na dum ba tham je je sawa yin ba na sawa je ye da da de 다젠 타나쇼 타나 속차소 독바 독바 식소 인체제 소무주 바단제 인제다도 종외 주제 진보 다젠민탄 각과 바세 감제자 마진바 말린 바다니 부모니 제된 특별대와 돈도제와 다젠 작sen제 빈존 다와 자야메세 마상바지 바방와 단서让那 사람제 용된 유바르 유바르 Zimbabwe la medun jimbo ta che nan tana kure tang zimisya yin lawar se bedum na bata ye payu je yin la chen na chang bong ba yin de ma bang rang ju pa mi dun jer sing chang ge nyu ne lang der je ne tham che mi shi je rang ju je dong ba la wa yang je ne me ge wa ju ba dong ba kan yang song me ba dang zhong ne so zhe yan chang dan zhang dan没多少人跑到家里，就变成他阴阳行动当早说女把这把杂动他们去，半个把电影都有电影什么的，让你懂电影把真把所谓的，前那白觉得就把的到人呢，就是这就让把就是，小白都有见，瞧个当子就接。Samba cover dancing in so trashimbo lula gawa da medo danchuma la so banchuma lula jemba sipe sipa tu mai benaja na do tang bang ma ne jinje re sun se moda je je ge je che do du je yin la yo wa tang ga lo la ga ga tam na so na so pa wa ne Garchen number sewa tang tebjin jurkung tang tenjo tang temba naga lolimba pawang nangwala soparo mambutur butur sepanam semore so som tumayimba nyema yor penche kumba dongwa serwe chotan chaso dongwa le tepa sewar sipe sedan chinyu shingto so zapjanang long me jeda Drupchen le laban tin tembo ranjin parba me ba targu tang ta ze ge den tin so tin chembo la mandok pa nam le karso te morek sum dan se morek sum dan so jinje rek sum bo chik do pe tur juk je yin la na sum de yin la je bon de chi se sang ni mama je ba de manya
Page 63. The words starting with just as the previous and so forth constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is to not kill any being. Besides not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substance, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus, one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adorning one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times and does not consume, from noon until sunrise the next day, any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxurious seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornment, such as garlands, are considered as 1 branch, these are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus, thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following. Shenki no yang lang mitra. Tikpe chokyan mitra shin. Zunki tik yang mayamu. Kyoni mangpo nyer tempe. Changni yongsu pangwaja. Tritan cheto mijashin. Deshin yin pese. Tritan tenwa dangnikian. Ludan garso pangwaja. Jeta drachon tadone. Sukju laso mibziba. Teta sukju laso bang. Lami san chung nyer topsho. Dunghan mangtuk simchina. Sipen sole do warsho. Let's read together. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings, fraught with many sufferings, be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Again. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings, fraught with many sufferings, be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Lexo. (66) In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the 6 paramitas of the Noble Amoghapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this Dharani, such as by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violations of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
Om Amonga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Pema Babaketa Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Avalokete Hong Pei Sofa Om Amonga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Pema Babaketa Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Avalokete Hong Pei Sofa Om Amonga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Pema Babaketa Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Avalokete Hong Pei Sofa Om Amonga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Mahashuddha.
While repeating the mantra, you can do 21 prostrations, but short ones.
Dara Dara Sameda Loketa Homba So Amagushulu Zumbara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sato Pema Bambakanta Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Vala So Om Mungo Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sado Bema Bebe Kunza Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Valoke De Hom Beso Amanga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sado Bema Bebe Kunza Buddha Dara Dara Loke De Hom Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashu Sado Bema Bebe Kunza Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Avaloke De Hom Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashu Sado Bebe Kunza Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Avaloke De Hom Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sado Bundrasana Dara Saminda Valoke Dom Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Dara Saminda Valoke Dom Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadobha Dara Dara Samenda Valoke Dahom Beso Om Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sadobha Mabebe Kanza Benza Dara Samenda Valoke Dahom Beso Tenen Sancho Samba Samba Sancho Jejuba Jubete Ninisum Sinisum the Samba Trapu Molan Tabala Tinen Lamdeva Tanjupa Deva Karpa Mambu Chozo Panze Samba Molam Lesung Sutrum Je Paru the Samba Yongso Zo Zoparsip Molam Deye Jedunzu.
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration of love, to flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, etc.
Sutrum number Tadanding. Losing me, but Sutrum Je. Sutrum Paro Sinzo Sho.
Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Pangum Papa, Drubchen, so John Denjo, Lolo Yeomba, Jibab, Minamla, Zorje, Sumbatar, John Denda, Sergio Backup, and do you sit down, Jebek in Lene, so one of the some just liar, Turkish, in a Chung Yambanam, Jachi, Lanes, Jebe, Payon, Pada Me Barson, Telejang, Chepardo, Dawa Drumendol. Kanji Karpasam Jimachapa, Jarvasiva Malanchu Zela, Kanji Tamchirab, Danjipana, Deshiti Magunga Porchipet, Nizin, Tanalabaje, Jebatenet, Sunam Chimpasong, She Sumbata, Timbaje Petse, Yunimbo Tombasoma, Ale Tata Sanjeji Timban Tarto Cup. Come there, then in Chinchik the Domba, not Jake, so my Pion Cheshin, Tayang, Sancho, just him just in bag on the Domba Pion, Pion Nam Cat, Chipson Meeting, the Zopa Sanje, Compang Topanjola, Chepatari, Jacobs, Sanga, Dorje Tipaslatang, Naje, Namder Samotan, Rev. Yansolan. Langway Sender and Zinja Chardon Coaching, and coaching Chetangoria, Matset Joglan, Manjawa, Saja Chimbo Chogan, Udrup Topar, Sipa Yimba, Gawa Gomshin, Teta de Gawa Tayang, Jogo ngove je matamna kong choso jingashi kese panjue na yinbe tena geza sanchok chenpo yongsong deye ji dunzo.
The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojong to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the 4 great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhicitta are immeasurable like space and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life. And however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme siddhi of Mahamudra. Thus, rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue toward great awakening by repeating the following.
Sonam daya tamche sepanye Tumnanye bejanam pamjete Jeganam che balon rupaye Seben tole jova jova sho.
By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.
Sanje che dan so jen cho na la san cho bar de dan ne ja sun che da ge jen so jen be so na je hu la pen so san jen de ba sho Sanje che dan so jen cho na la san cho pa de da ne ja sun che da ge jen so jen be so na jen ro la pen so san jen ro pa sho.
In the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Sobhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sobhava Shuddha Chana Tham Che Tomba Ja Tombe Nga Le Ren Chen She Zen Ye Tom Che Yon Zo Be Ya Me Kan Ba Ye Wo Wa Na Nye Tu Je Chen Bo Re Na Ba Sa Re To Ka Na A Le Da Ve Chen Ko Je Den De Re Yen San Ba Je Nen Den Je Nam Ka Ne Ren Chen Che Dan Che Chen Cho Ben Cha Da Dien Te De chen kur che pe te rang ge to ge shi ye le wen che sem chen dong sen ne chen de shi ye ne jian me la re ye san jie san sen jie 我我见着有把二者三界当前的呗，个都见在呗我呢，观求圣洁在我。的拉玛那罗桑萨罗。 德顺德瓦西巴曲，这三天南拉金的在，南可大日加白九节，加在节巴，麦拉三沙罗。 见见马个根，走三界结我拉见，头结见见着了，那见着是路上沙路，这个难看见的也没。 家属跟家走，印度说说说，大断显然就了俺呢，人啊的，耶罗三沙罗，那个人个啥？ 来主白梅多多不达，满梅这家小事，从这白浪南见处。
Bottom of 70. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes. Within the palace, I vividly appear as the great compassionate one. Arising from a moon disk at my heart is marked with the syllable Shri. From the Shri at my heart, light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me and sits upon a moon disk resting on a 1,000-petaled lotus flower which sits upon a jeweled throne. Homage and praise to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who, with compassionate eyes, watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Benza Shabda. Basum Dangarva Naharabdan Jupeshabarje Kayan Dagetum Deba Jeba Kanjaba Jaba Jaba Deka Samde Jomeji Devanam Lajaya Rahangolo Koshin Sorvaya Sanje Sanjo Ye Je Sancho Jodang Sem Je De Don De Je Dong A Kung Dan Ja Je Je Na Ya De Me Ma Je Je Dan Yo Che Ba Ne Je Je.
Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vajada Sava Dharma Soba Jidava Om Shanya Danjana Beda Soba Nemagava Zondan Zembe Deba Nye Jana Tam Che Domba Je Daya Ngale Nyan Da Ve Chen Ko Nya Gan Ve Den Da Ran Sen She Ka Le He Te Sem Chen Don Zen Ne Zhen De Shi Ye Pe Ma Ne Sen Do Ba Va Shem Sen Je La Yan De Le Cha Ju Da Sha Bo Da Zhe Be Je San Je San Se No Jin Dan De La Ten Ba Ye Ge Je Nye La Pe Ma Ne Shi Dan Je Pa Yong Je Le Da Nian Pa Pa Jin Re Ze Kum Do Ka Po Lan So Jin Jo Je Sha Je Sa Ya Ka Ye Ja Yo Ma Te Ye Te Wo Ja Ye Ma Yong Ka Wa De De Ma Ye Ga Shen Yong Ja Wa Nam She Ya De Den Cho Ya Na Po Ne Jian Song Che Ze Cho Ne Jian De Ye De Na Xie Ye Ne Ma Po Zu Du Den Ba Nye Jian Ban Gu Jie Nam Ba Sa Za Ve So Jie Tang Bo Nye To Ka Ta Jia Ye Nye Pe Zhang Ten Sen Ben Chu Ji Ze Ye Ben Ko Lon Zhen Ba Te Yong Je Nye Pe Pe Ma Ta Sun Be Je Lo Ye Ba Baye Da Yon Sun Zamba Wo De La Sa Ne Gup Jata Zan Yin Che Je Re Te Do Don Cha Sa Nam Je De De Jin Re Den Ba Wo Nor We Ren Qin Jin Chang Shen Ge Du Ne Ma Yong Ba Ne Re Da Ba Be Yong Ga Ba Ga Xie Re Jie Xiang Da Jie Ye Yong Da Jie Ju Ben Zhen O Ze Ge Pun Chu Jie De To Ge Da Ve De Re Ye Ge Po Zi Je Po Ta La Ne Jin Le Ze Go Dan Je Pa Jin
Page 76. All phenomena that are subsumed under perceiver and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white Shri upon a lotus and moon disk. From it, light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathers back into the Shri, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a Shri. From the Shri, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and Shri and instantly transform into myself, appearing as the noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart, upon a moon disk, is the white letter Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
Om Bada Gama Om Om Bada Badaya Om Bada Bibia Om Bada Dibia Om Bada Alugia Om Bada Gindia Om Bada Nevedia Om Bada Shubha zo san je je va la je to je jin je do la ze jin re ze lo san sa do za hong ban wo ni se me ba ya de ne rang ge ne san da ye ge sum jen sen bar jom a huan la yang shi le wen zhi de de jian xie pa nga song de de do nam jie to ga ne ye xie de zhen zhen ba ye yen chu ne da ni la ngun ba wan gu che ye la ten de le be che zo de la me ngo ba me ka va me ju na ye ze ren jo na yong tu zhe ni da ba nam je de re da nam je jen je rang ge to ge be de ye xie sen be ngo wo ni to je jen bo wa de ye to ge ting zhen san ba shi ye ge bu le wu zhen zhou wei zhe jiang ne to jie qian bu gu ba cun du shi tun ba ju.
Bottom of 80. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Ja Hum Bam Ho. We merge inseparably, and my three places become marked with the syllables Om Ah Hum. Again, light radiates from the Shri at my heart, which causes the 5 Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the 4 mothers holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amoghasiddhi behind my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the 5 families. At my heart, upon a lotus and moon, is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is the samadhi being, appearing as a white letter Shri. From it, light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Shri. Nama Arya Jana Sangara Vairochana Bhuarajaya Tathagataya Aratate Samyak Sambudaya Nama Sarva Tathagatebhye Arhatebhye Samyak Sambudebhya Nama Arya Avalokite Shvaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunikaya Teyatnyata Om Dara Dara Dire Dire Duru Duru Estivate Chale Chale Prachale Prachale Kusuma Kusuma
Elemele Tibetan Lama Panayaso Vai Namo Renadaya Namaya Jana Sangaram Berutana Baharandaya Tatangataya Araharte Samyo Sambudaya Namasava Tatangatevi Ahartevi Sanya Sambudevi Namaya Valokite Shoraya Bodhisattva Mahasattva Mahakarunika Deya Dha Darada Dere Dere Duru Duru Estevate Zale 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 Prazale Kusama Kusama Vare Mille Chitzenda Mapanaya Sova Namarenadaya Namaya Jana Sangha Merosa Yanzaya
Tathāgataya
Arhate Samyo Sambudaya Namasava Tathāgatebe Arhatebe Samya Sambudebe Namaya Valokite Charaya Bodhisattva Mahasattva Mahakarunika Deya Dha Daradara Dere Dere Duru Duru Vete Zole Zole Prazale Prazale Kusama Kusama Vare Elemele Tibetan Mapanaya Sova Namo Renadaya Namaraya Jana Sangara Berutana Baharandaya Tatangataya Arahate Samyo Sambudaya Namasava Tatangatebe Artebe Samya Sambudebe Namaya Valokite Yoraya Bodhisattva Mahasattva Mahakarunika Yatha Daradara Dere Dere Duru Duru Etevate Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusama Kusama Are Elemel Tibetan Lama Panaya Sova Namo Renadaya Nama Ayajana Sangara Berutana Baharvantaya Tathāgataya Arahate Samyo Sambudaya Namasava Tathāgatebe Adebe Samyo Sambudebe Namaya Valokite Shoraya Bodhisattva Mahasadoya Mahakwarenegaya Deyatha Dara Dara Dere Dere Duru Duru Eteva Tale Tale Lebrazone Kusama Kusama Vare Elemella Tiddendo Mapano Yesova Deatawa Duru 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 Tole Tole Pa Tole Pa Kusama Kusama Vare Elemella Tiddendo Mapano Yesova Deata Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru 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 Tole Tole Pa Tole Pa Kusama Kusama Vare Lemela Jadanola Mapana Yeso Deata Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru Duru Tole Tole Pa Tole Pa Kusama Kusama Jadanola Mapana Yeso Dava Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru 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 Tole Tole Pa Tole Pa Kusama Kusama Vare Lemela Jadanola Mapana Yeso Deata Dara Dara Diri Diri Duru Duru Tole Tole Pa Tole Pa Kusama Kusama Vare Lemela Jadanola Mapana Yesova Oi Mane Pe Me Honje Oi Mane Pe Me Honje Oi Mane Pe Me Honje Om Mani Padme Honshe Om Mani Padme Honshe Om Mani Padme Honshe chen chin che dan da le den na tso pe man da je je de wa shi le ran da ve tu je chen ba nam ba sa kum do ko po lang tso jen ju je sha je za ya ga ye ja yo ma de den wu ja ye ma yong ka wa de de wu ma ye ka jen yong ja wa nan she ja jin de den chu ja na bu ne jin sun che ze chu ne jin de ye de na xie xia ne ma bu zu du den ba ni jian ba gu jie na ba sa zu yu sa jie dan bo ni to ga ta jia ye ni bie zhang chen sun ben chu jian zai ye ben gu lu zhen ba de yong jie ni be be ma ta la ye ba ye da je yong sun zhen ba wo de la san ni gu jia da gu jiu zang nian che jian zai da dong cha sa na ye de de jin re den ba wo nor ve ren jin jin cha yen gu de na ma yong ba ne re da ba be yong ga ba ga xie ri ji shang ta jin ye wang da jie ju bi zhen wu ze ga bu chuo er ju den du shi le ba me ma bu den zhen sa jia jin xiao du hong le me ju ba ngu bu sa nong sa jia jin lo ru zhong li ren jiao ne se bon chu jian sa jia jin le de ong le nam na ze ga bu san jiong jiao ge zhe san da le tong zhe ne jian ke jia jian sa jia jin gun jia ren jin jin de xian ne sum chen be sa ong le gun zhi ye xie san ba na jian zhang ten ba ni
Page 84. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the tree at my heart, emanates the letter broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jeweled throne and a moon disk, upon which is a multicolored 8-petaled lotus. At its center is a tree, which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear, resembling myself. His body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares, the crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above, a Shri transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, a Hum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, a Tram transforms into yellow Ratnasambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoghasiddhi with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and their 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invites the wisdom beings who dissolves into him. Thus, we have merged non-dually.
Zahun Bangwa Sanje Tom Chende Dorjen Zembe Ngawanye Konjo Sumje Tawa De Lama Nam La Samsalo De Sum Deva Shepa Chuje Gandro Semji Nam La Chenrezig Nam Kata Chape Juji Yaze Jev La Samsalo Junje Magu Kumdo Kato Sanje Jevalaje Toje Jinje Rola Ze Jinje La Samsalo Jaganam Kajinda Yeme Zugunjat Jindun Sa Tadan Shiran Cholanganye Verenga Deva Shela Samsalo Nagininga Sao Le Drube Metodo Buddha Mame Drja Sharz Sonze Belam Nam Yencho.
89. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the 3 times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage to Avalokiteshvara, who, with compassionate eyes, watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Bada Bibia Fong, Om Bada Dibia Fong, Om Bada Logia, Om Bada Gindia Fong, Om Bada Nivedia, Om Bada Shuddha. je zhen so gong so so da ne to san wan je pe don ba sum dang gar wa na ha ra dun ju pe sha pa je kan ya da ge dong a je ba kan je ba Tabe menda shaji jen tene samde nyung ji gewa nan la je ran san wano kor shen sol wande sanje sancho ye je so tam che sancho cho dong sa je pu ju zo shen me tu re ra le nye de jen ban de san je shen la me de pu wa nye do gu nam da shen du ju bar shu nye ze me da zan bo de pu ve san chu lam la par chi men jeng shen de san de she gun ba do ba dan se bar men she var men ne shen nam kha ta nya be do na do wa sho rong dong dun du yu ye to je chen ba san zhe le e shi de zhe jun ba be pen ba yong su gan wa ju.
Page 91. Vajraholder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offering it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings, limitless as the sky is vast, become liberated. Streams of primordial wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself and the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Oi namo rinna ya ya nama ya ja sangha ram beru ya ya ta thanga ta ya ahar de samya sam Sava ta thanga de be ahar de be Samya Sambhutebe Namaya Valoket Yoraya Bodhisatoya Satoya Mahakaruneka Deya Ta Dara Dara Dere Dere Du Du Eteve Tale Tale Pachale prachat kusame kusamavare elemele chittendula panaya sova namarenata sangaram beratan Buharanjaya tatangata ya ahate samya sambuddha Namasava tatanga debe adebe samya sambuddhebe namaya valoke bodhisattoya masatoya mahakarunika teya ta daradara dere dere duru duru etevate tale tale patale prata kusame kusamawa elemele titendulama panoyasova namarenataya Nyahanamaya jan Gurun Berutam Bharandaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Sarva Tathangatebe Artebe Samya Sambuddhabe Namaya Loke Yoraya Bodhisattva Masatoya Mahakarunikaya Teyata Daradara Dere Dere Duru Duru Etevate Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusame Kusamava Elemele Titendolama Panoyasova Namarenataya Yanjana Sangaram Berutam Bharandaya Tathagataya Aharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Sarva Tatanga Debe Aharte Samya Sambuddha Namaya Valoke Shoraya Bodhisattva Sadoya Mahakarunikaya Deyata daradara Dere dere duru duru Etevete tale tale Patale pratale Kusame kusamawa Elemele titendolama panoyasova Namarenataya Namayajana Sangaram Berutam Aharandaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Nama Sarva Tathangatebe Adebe Sambuddhabe Namaya Valoke Shoraya Bodhisattva Masatoya Mahakarunika Deyata Daradara Dere Dere Duru Duru Etevate Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusamavare Elemele Titendo Mapanaya Sova Mane Peme Honshe Mane Peme Honshe Mane Peme Honshe Amane
Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into the main deity in front. Above my crown is Gelongma Palmo, who supplicates the Noble One on my behalf. In the English language, Gelongma Palmo's praise to the Noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Namo Manda Shiraya, Namo Shiraya, Namo Dhamma Shiraya, So Namo Manda Shiraya, Namo Shiraya, Namo Dhamma Shiraya, So Namo Manda Shiraya, Namo Shiraya, Namo Dhamma Shiraya, So Jiten Gubula Samsa. No jiten lama seva sumjete, loye zo dudan sambe tuba, po tupe janjo tupe tubanze, jitin sumje gumbo jola samza, lo niban, po dishin nama tae je seba, po soy juje da te po sayong si ji pimi na ba jin ba po ti jin ra ben chong ma sen chu po shari je ba da da yun ji ba po jin je pe ma cho to sa yin yang po ka wa tung da no go jing e din ba po ti me a ja me ze Zipiaze Chari Marpu Jimba Po Pimen Soda Sane Ngavase Tunga Dijin Dudan Dijin Yum Rinchi Mamba Pumba Nine Jim Loman Chapter Samtrin Jaye Yum Rata Papa Namayum Baka Nija Du Gijin Jinan Cham Chama me babi me chola ne, do tivingu ne pime da da jam, pa se je keran chola no vete, pa tazu tibi rezo shadan zim, pa tebe janjo tibi rupan ze, pa chonye suna mangbo nye wasap, pa tadu din ju ne gane se. Sundar Zijan Karjuju Batum Lujin Choda Dubon Dula Jar Pasiji Kanda Jaisha Yeo Chambe Nesa Yim Banzep Ngambe Duda Lanji Dita Ship Yonzo Nya Sanshin Timpanye Mi Choda Chun Zule Du Ganye Tatu Toran La Neku Ye Chinizi Jamba La Sen Je Tuben Choda Doja Savatu Na Tini Jibam Nipi Min Rong Jiwa De Dama Hong Jata Ta Jitin Jiten Lena Gupa Kundu Om Jiten Go Bola San Lo Jiten Lamas Basum Jetu O Lae Tu Dudan Sambe Tu Po Tube Janju Tube Drupanze Lo Jiten Simjen Gumbon Chola San Lo Dirshik Zem Ba Dirshin Han Tai Jin Sip Ba Sayen Chuje Da Che Gong Se Ba Sayong Si Ji Pe Me Na Ba Jin Ba Che Yen Ra Ben Chua Ma Sen Chu Ba Shari Ji Ba Da Da Wen Zi Ba Jin Je Pe Man Chu Do San Shen Yang Ba Kawa Dong Da Nam Ga Zheng E Din Ba Zhi Me E Jian Ma Dai Cong Ben Zi Ba Zi Bi Zi Jian Ri Ma Bi Jin Ba Pen Men Cao Da San Ne Nga Wer Si Ba Dung Gu Zhi Jin Du Da De Jin Yun Ba Rin Qi Ma Ba Pun Ba Nian Ne Jin Ba Lo Men Chab Dir Sam Dir Jia Jin Yun Ba Ri Da Ba Ben Na Ma Yun Ba Ka Ba Ni Jia Du Gi Jin Jin Na Cha Ba Zhi Ma Me Ba Pen Men Chou La Ne Ba Di Ngu Ne Pi Men Do Dan Jam Ba Si Je Ke Ran Chou La No Yu Je Ba Da Zu Zhi Be Ri Su Xiao Dan Zi Ba Tu Be Jin Jiang Cu Jin Pa Ri Sin Ba Chou Ni Su Na Ma Bu Ni Wa Sa Ba Da Du Di Win Ju Ni Ga Ni Se Ba Sum Dan Zi Jin Kar Ju Ju Ba Dun Ba Lu Jin Jiu De Du Bong Zhu Le Jia Ba Si Ji Kan De Zhe Yi Xia Yi Hong Ba Chang Be Ne Ye Win Ba Nong Nang Ben Zhu Zha Lang Ji Zhi Da Xi Ba Yong Zhou Nie A San Xin Din Ba Nie Ba Mi Cao Dan Che Yuan Cu Le Zhu Ba Gan Xie Da Du Tu Rang La Ne Gu Ye Jin Ri Zi Jia An Bo La Xin Jie Du Ben Chou Da Da Jiao Sa Wa Tu Na De Ne Ji Ban Rong Jiu Du Dong Mu Ji Wa Tuan Dan Je Den Je Den La Na Ge Ba Gen Zhe Hum Je Den Gu Bo La San Lo Je Den Na Ma Si Ba Sum Je Du Bo La Ye Zu Du Dan San Be Du Bo Tu Be Dan Ju Du Be Zhi Ban Ze Bo Je Den Sim Jian Gong Bo Jiu La San Lo De Xi Ba Me Gu De Gun Zang Zhan Ba De Xin Han Tai Ye Jin Si Bu San Chu Ji Da Zhi Gong Se Bu San Yong Si Ji Pe Me Na Ba Jin Bu Zhi Yen Ra Ben Chong Wa Ma Sen Chu Bu Shari Ji Ba Da Da Wen Zi Bu Jin Je Ba Man Chu Du San Shen Yang Kawa Dong Da Nam Ga Zheng E Din Ba Zhi Me E Jian Ma Dai Cong Ben Zi Ba Zi Bi Zi Jian Ri Ma Bi Jin Ba Pen Men Cao Da San Ne Nga Wer Si Ba Dung Gu Zhi Jin Du Da De Jin Yun Ba Rin Qi Ma Ba Pun Ba Nian Ne Jin Ba Lo Men Chao De Sam Den Jia Jin Yun Ba Ri Da Ba Ben Na Ma Yun Ba Ka Ba Ni Jia Du Gi Jin Jin Na Chang Ba Zhi Ma Me Ba Pen Men Chou La Ne Ba Di Ngu Ne Pen Men Da Dan Jian Ba Ba Si Ji Ge Ran Chou La No Yu Zhi Ba Da Zu Zhi Be Ri Su Xiao Dan Zi Ba Tu Be Jin Jiu Zi Be Jiang Jiu Zi Ba Chou Ni Su Na Ma Bu Ni Wa Sa Ba Da Du Di Win Ju Ni Ga Ne Se Ba Sum Da Zi Jian Kar Ju Ju Ba Dun Ba Lu Jin Jiu De Du Bong Zhu Le Jia Bu Si Ji Kan De Zhe Yi Xia Ye Hong Ba Chang Be Ne Sa Yi Yun Ba Zhe Ba Ngan Ben Zhu Zha Lang Qi Zhi Da Xi Ba Yong Zhou Nie A San Xin Din Ba Nie Ba Mi Cao Da Qiu Yuan Cu Le Zhu Ba Gan Xie Da Du Tu Rang La Ne Gu Ezekyan boy la sim se chen tu ben cho da ta cha sa va tu na tene chi pa ni pi mi ro ju do da mong chi wa ta dan je den la na go ba ko ro yo je den go bo la sa ta lo je den la ma su ba sum je tu o la ye zu du dan zang be du ba o tu be jiang ju tu be zhi ban zhe o ji tin sum jian gong bong jiu la san ta lo de xi ba me gu de gun zang zhe o de xi na tai ye yu jin se o sa yan ju ji ya da zhi gong se o sa yong si ji be me nan ba jin o zhi jian ra ban chong ma sen ju o shari ji ba da da bin zi o jin ji be man jiu do san xian yang o ka wa dong da nang ga zhen e din ba o zhi me e jiang me dui cong ben zi o ji bi zi jia ri ma bu jin ba o be men so da san ne nga wa se o dung ge zhi jin du da zhen yin yun o rin qin mang ba feng ba ni ne jin o lo men qiu de sum de jia yin yun o ri de ba men ma yong ba ga ya de bu gi jin jin na cha po zhi ma me ba bi mi jiu la ne o de ngu ni bi mi do dan jiang o si ji ge ran qiu la no bu zhe o do shi zhi bi ri zi xiu dan zin ba o tu be jin jiang su jin pa ri sen o qiu ni su na ma bu ni wa sa o da de den ju ne ga ne se o sun da zi jin ke ju ju ba dun o lu jin qiu de du bong chu lai jia o si ji ge de zhe yi xia ye o o cang be ne za ye wen ban zhe o ngen be zhu zhe lang jie zhi de xi o yong zhou nie a sa xin din ba nie o mi cu da jun zu le zhu o kan ye da de tu rang la ne gu nie jin le zi jiang bo ye la xin jie du ben qiu de da jiang sa wa du na ten de xi ba ni bi mi yin rong jiu de da ma hong jie wa da dan jie tian ne ne ge ba gun zhen ju
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish granting, king of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghost. Your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus. Your perfumed hair flashes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite. Your sweet-smelling body is white as a snowy conch. You hold pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your hands spread like perfect lotuses are ranged on a still lake. You tinge like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders. Your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope high, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine gems. From your hips babe garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond. Gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberator, source of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Maras. Hordes golden anklet jingling beautify your feet, your four boundless state secure beings in peace dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper of all accumulations, dawn savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts, your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus, your perfumed hair flashes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, your sweet-smelling body's white as a snowy conch, you hold pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your hands spread like perfect lotuses are ranged on a still like things like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope high, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine gems. From your hips draped garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond. Gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberator, source of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Maras. Hordes golden anklet jingling beautify your feet, and your four boundless state secure beings in peace dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper of all accumulations, dawn savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts, your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus, your perfumed hair flushes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, your sweet-smelling body's white as a snowy conch. You hold pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn, like perfect lotuses are ranged on a still lake. You tinge like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders. Your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope high, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine gems. From your hips draped garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone Yon gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower realms liberate all source of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Horse, golden anklet, jingling, beautify your feet. Your full boundless state, secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Dawn, savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future life.
Bema samaya manapalaya bema dinoba tidrando meba Sadukayo mebava suvajayo mebava anurato mebava savasit Suvakarma sutame sutam shiram guru hung ha 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 ho banga savatatanga da pema manan samaya sadova Temba tenza yureneba da suru na sanchu sem jongshen Shela sonde tenzen rata ne kunchin shira tu persen jela
Please grant your blessings that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Va Shuddha Savadama Soba Shuddha Va Om Ahom Kado Chiro Nuba Nam Panso Dembe Tormande Abba Jire Zeva Dan Jarva Septi Nam Lamber
This Toma, endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas.
Om Akar Moka Sarvadamana Dedu Benagud Om Beso Akar Moka Sarvadamana Dedu Benagud Om Va Esova Om Akar Moka Sarvadamana Adedu Benagud Om Va Om Be Sova Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balen Aya Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balen Da Kaka Eka Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balen Kaka Eka Ye Jeshin Jiva Tane Tam Rezan lo sang ajar me bada Ninje che shen la ma lag Den Chenrezig Tam se la ne sho San cho sem ne rembo Je ma che pa nam che jer che Je ba nyam ba me ba ya kong ne kong dun be wa shu.
In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect, free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with Chenrezig remain firm. May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Ne Retreat Nimbe Zha Xie Chom Den Da La Gong So So Da Jia Sin Gu Wan Jia Bei Dan Zhen Me Sa Nga Nyang Dan Zang Zha Chung Su Su Par So.
By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilements and the two kinds of obscurations of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Om Bema Sadhu Samaya Mana Palaya Bema Sadhu Tino Do Me Bava Sudhu Kayo Me Ba Subhu Chayo Me Bava Anurado Me Ba Kavasi Ho Bangavem Savatatan Mama Me Menza Bema Bama Samaya Sadhu O Mane Beme Ho Nenje Nonga Baba Yo Ye Ge Choma Sunja Be Zane Babi Durz Ye Chubze Jebsan Da Jurje Laya Jevurtan Barju.
In the space before me is the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables. He bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolves into my crown. Now we will read Shantideva's dedication from page 155. By all the virtue I have now amassed, by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the messing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground becomes a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers, offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell, extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread? this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva, saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise when, through these my roots of virtue, they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon, each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth, like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain, without the need of toil, the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore and sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless and their journey light. May children and the old, the weak protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose minds are dulled, and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance, and thus by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From birdsong and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvests to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity, and let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks, intent upon the practice, find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth, wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered, and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again, may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Pratyeka Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination, sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manju Gosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuous of time endure. And now to Manju Gosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent. And to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow. Now we'll go to page 124 and read the Noble Sutra of Recalling the Three Jewels only in Tibetan.
Devar Shikpan Jiten Chenpa Jivan Durva Kalo Jirva Lana Me Pala Namje Tumba Sanje Chomden De Ipji Shikpa De Dana Sunam Dake Jun Tumba Give Savana Chume Savasu Ke Rapte Chenpa Sunam Je Ten Namje Pipsi Zangbo Namje Te Panse Namje Jumba Dun dun ban dong nam men dun ba me pe te pe ban nam la un bar shirap sirjem men ba tom nam la zwa na sim chen tam je je dun ba sang chok sam ba nam je yap phak ba khan sa nam je jar bo nyang nge lan da tong che dun ro wa nam je te bon yi shi pa de me pu ba ja ne me ja ba song nam ba ta ba yang nyen ba Cấp xe ta bên cho mô linh sĩ bà con thùng bà mê bà Kê mà đồn bà dốc ta kê nhé war mà ư bà dốc mê bà ta ta mà rê bà thùng hà lê nam bà Phung bồ ta lê râm nam bà trô wa kham nam đa mê tên bà chinh chi na Đuôi bà na xin đơ chế bà yung sơ tung wa ta lê nam bà Bà lê trô wa chô lê kar wa yung sơ 용서 조반데 바다다다 산제 좀데 남제 이시라 네바 양일란다 메네바 양타바니 젠탈라 네바스 탐제라 즈베 살라요 대단한 산제 좀데 남제 거체외 용den야 남소 담배 주네 도말게와 바득 다말게와 동상보 청조상보 만제바 용서 조바 용서 상와 좀된데제 음바양다 반도와 네메바 두치바 메바 녀와tum바 단통와라 동 케바 남제 소소랑가 르파스 좀된데제 숨바 춘도바라니 뜸방인 정와 조바 상초 돈조와스 nendenba mejendu badan adi tinyo ba jowa che ba wo thpa chimbu gendu na lupar yoba rambar chambar yoba thumbar yoba thammu jabe usu sasa usu ba sunanje yung so jowa jimbe ne so ba kundo yang jimbe ne ba chen ba wo sanje yung di samme cha tambe chu ja sa Papa Gendo Samaja Late Number Membans Numda Shindo War Show Gurum Benza Nevede Sarva Buddha Bodha Sado Bayan Benza Nevede Karma Devala Mendra Benza Nevede Shri Dharma Palan Benza Nevede Hare De So Hare de Mahabedaya Jana Hara Hara Sava Machan Soha Tuimbala Mea Sanje Rinpoche Chopala Mea Tamche Rinpoche Rimbala Mea Gendu Rinpoche Nyung Concho Samla Jubabu.
To the precious Buddha, unsurpassed teacher, to the precious sacred Dhamma, unsurpassed refuge, to the precious Sangha, unsurpassed guide, we make offerings to the three rare and supreme objects of refuge. You don't have this in the book. We'll go for lunch now and return at 1:30.